This is an unusual way to introduce myself. I mean, you should know who I am. No? Okay then. Well, my name is Athanasios Leventis, but you can call me Athan for short. I'm dubbed the most dangerous man in the world, though the title doesn't mean much to me, but it does allow me to gain access to high-security governments and meetings with world leaders. I'm not a bad guy. I just have a different impression for a lot of things. That's all. What? You don't believe me? Well, since you're my guest, I'll allow any constructive criticism you have towards me. Go on, say what you want. Ah, yes, the heavenly princess of the Guardian Tower. Her and I never got along that well. We both have different ways of making this world a better place. She likes to be passive-aggressive towards the bad, while I like to be more subtle and quick to take out anyone who stands in my way. We did try to conduct business at one point, but things got really heated from then on. Still, her heart is as pure as gold, which I'm quite jealous of. When I first adopted him, I didn't know parenting very much. It's quite difficult, really. Raising and educating him probably gave me more headaches than all the lives I took during the war on Malik. Leon became troublesome, to the point where I completely lost my temper and decided to send him off to a deserted jungle filled with probably the most murderous animals known to mankind. Surprisingly, he managed to find his way back with numerous of bruises, scars, and blood all over his body. To be honest, I was actually proud of him and decided to give him a hug, like any other loving father would do. Instead, I got the middle finger to my face. I expected that too. Rebecca never gave me any problems when I adopted her. I was expecting to be another situation I had with Leon. Very different too. She was never the fighting type to engage in serious conflicts. Mostly she kept her eyes and brains on the books, learning about anything that can best suit her for the future. Though both her and Leon's personalities are very different, but their perspective on this world is much alike. They somehow managed to get along as siblings when they were young. However, things probably could have been different if Leon wasn't annoying her so damn much, to the point where she shoots him directly to the face. Once again, more surprises keep coming, 'cause first, I wasn't aware Rebecca is such a gun expert. And for some reason, not a single dent or burst was shown on Leon's face. I guess my children are gifted after all. Marie is such a kind-hearted person that I'm glad she's part of the family. When I first met her, I knew immediately that she was Elizabeth's daughter. I can sense the power of the guardians that she's inheriting from her mother. But it also made me laugh that my own son is in a relationship with someone's daughter who so happens to hate my damn guts and probably wants me dead. Meeting her was quite pleasant. Her personality was very much different than her mother's. And for some reason, she manages to keep Leon from doing anything stupid. Even I had a hard time doing that. I knew right then and there that Marie was perfect for my son. After their marriage, Elizabeth comes up to me and tells me that if my son ever does anything to harm her daughter, she will not hesitate to tear his limbs apart. So much for being passive-aggressive. My grandchildren are the best thing that ever happened to me. I've always wanted grandchildren, to be honest. Ever since Leon and Marie gave birth to Zero, I vow to them that if anything bad were to happen to my own grandchildren, this world will never be the same again. Huh? Overprotected much? It is true that I may be an overly protective for my grandchildren, but I will do whatever I can to keep them safe. Plus, I also spoil them a lot too. I think it's about that time I go pay a visit. Akane? Oh, you mean the girl that's dating Zero? I don't know very much about her, other than that she's quite intelligent. I've seen her test scores before and all exceeded the grade average. How do I know this? It's because I own the entire school district where both Zero and Rose goes to. I always wanted to make sure my grandchildren are being educated properly, but it's good to know that Zero found someone who can put up with this mess of a family. I have heard about this mysterious power. It allows an individual to manipulate and take control of their minds. They call it the malédiction de la bénédiction de la sorcière. The power is deemed to be dangerous. Whoever wields it is cursed, and using the power also shortens their lifespan. I'm very aware of this girl you speak of, though it does beg the question on how she managed to obtain it, even if it's from a different region. Maybe one day I will have this conversation with her parents. Only time will tell when that power will be destructive.